So I have finally come around to finishing the sketchbook that I've had since I think it was sophomore year of high school. Yeah, definitely. And I thought I'd do another tour video, and hopefully it won't be over like 15 minutes long like the first one. I did this page, I think, at school. I don't really remember, but I was trying to experiment with like anatomy and mixing different traits from different animals. Of course, there's the dinosaur sketch and an OC that I've had since, I want to say freshman year, but I really wanted to start developing him in this sketchbook. Oh, and little tattoos, some Rain World fan art. This page I let someone else do at a party, and then I just never got around to having them finish it. Oof. I was trying to draw people because I don't really draw them that often, but it just didn't turn out good. I have this cool sketching pencil though that I've been using to fill space. It's got like 3 different colors at the top. This I ended up turning into a painting that I think I still have. It has like the Indoraptor's like gold markings. It's all metallic down the side, and it has some red in the background. The people, I was still experimenting with them. Some more headshots of that character. And then the white pin that I missed so much. This page is where I started to like develop more of a style with just the way my sketches are all jumbled together. And I absolutely love this character. He didn't really turn out so good in the, what is it called? The final draft I did of him, because he was for a Tea Tuesday, but I love these little sketches of him. This page, I was using some different art supplies that I don't really use that often. I had a metallic pen. I don't know if it registers on the camera. And I think it was erasable highlighters that I used here for a 15-minute sketch, because I started doing them for TikTok around, I think it actually started on this page. I had some fine liners that I got gifted to me, and I think that's it for new supplies. Some more Rain World fan art, dragons, tigers. I don't know why I draw so many tigers in this sketchbook. The self-portrait, but it didn't really turn out too well. This page, I drew this on a date with my boyfriend. We were at a bar and I may or may not have been intoxicated, so I was just trying to avoid talking to his family to make it obvious, so I drew what was around. More like dreadlock lions that I've really grown to love, fine liners. This piece that, or this eye that I think might be my favorite like little doodle of the sketchbook, at least for now. Oh, and I was trying to rework these 2 characters that I've had. I forgot what I even named her, Aspen and Flint, because at the beginning of the sketchbook, I really thought I was gonna start a comic by like the end of the year, but it just didn't happen. I was experimenting with tattoo designs and some new school. I started to take like doodles that I did on my schoolwork, like here and here, and tape them into my sketchbook to fill space, because I had a lot that weren't bad that just had nowhere to go. I think most of this page was, it does not lay flat, that bugs me. I think most of this page was concept art, because this I was doing for a Rain World painting I planned to start that I kind of did similar to the idea. It was just a lot more condensed, but I think it turned out really good. And then more tattoo designs. This was the only one that I thought was good enough for a tattoo. The rest I didn't end up doing. This was for a bottle that I tried to paint. I'm not sure if I came around to doing it or not, because I did not keep the bottles. They were really hard to transport, and a lot of them didn't really last too long because I didn't seal them or have a base coat on some of them. I was trying to do these designs for the school project I had where I was selling little buttons for homeless women. I was gonna sell a bunch and then take all the money and buy like pads and stuff that shelters don't get donated often and donate them. But then COVID hit and it cut my project short, and it was really unfortunate. I drew my teacher as a guinea pig because I was mad bored in that class, and then some more attempted new school. This page I was trying to sketch out some Tea Tuesday characters and some tail concepts because I had a huge bin of scrap fabric that I needed to use. And I might come back and do some of these. This one, my cat is needing something. Ma'am. I forgot where I left off. So this one looks really fun to do, but I feel like it's gonna be a nightmare. I was starting to draw my character down here too. I'm not sure what I'm gonna name her. So far I've had the name Sardonyx, but I feel like it's too out of place compared to the names that are like in the characters that are in her little story. This page, I think it's just a bunch of, yeah, it looks like just a bunch of 15-minute sketches, some more Tea Tuesday, a little gator dude, and more tail concepts, but oof, those look hard to do. I remember I started this one, but then I think I ended up moving and leaving the pieces I had cut out. Oh, this page is a little stuck. I am not a fan of this page. The only thing I really like is the mantis lady down here. And I remember she was a concept for something, but I don't really remember anymore. This page I do like a lot. I tried to draw Melon as a person to try to get more comfortable drawing people, and I made the eyes way too far apart because I'm so used to drawing animals where they got their big snoot in the middle to separate their eyes, but then it doesn't translate good at all. My boyfriend gave me the idea to draw dandelion lions, and I didn't know whether I wanted to make them tiny like a flower or huge like a lion, so I kind of experimented with that and ended up with this sketch for a painting I did. I think he was supposed to be a tea character. I don't really remember whether I finished it or not, and then some more button designs, some more character sketches. I tried to draw myself, but that sketch did not end up good. And a lot of Spanx cats are in this sketchbook. I do not like this page at all. I was camping with my boyfriend in the mountains, and I tried to draw like what we could see from outside our tent, but then I just got too caught up in all the camping shit to finish it. More of this character. I was trying to like draw him with a different body type, but at this point I didn't really know how, so he's still just kind of a skinny dude. The rest of this page, it looks like I was trying to get out of art block, because oof. More sketches of my Sona that I don't use a lot. These were for a keychain set. It was just a bunch of skulls and crystals, and I ended up making some of them, but I think I left a lot of them when I first moved. These were some designs for my boyfriend. I made this for a button. This I made for myself, but I never ended up finishing it. And then I was drawing some terrarium designs. This was a vent page. I never really visited it often. And a lot of the sketches are not as good as I want them to be, especially considering that it was something that was meant to like express something. My cat is being a terrorist. You. Oh, all right. Man, I never had to record this with animals before. This is difficult. This next page, I was trying to do a little keychain design, but I didn't like just his face in the sketch. I don't remember what that was from, and then I think the rest are just little doodles. This is where I started doing these little like super simple doodles too. This was a painting I started that I never finished that I really wish I would have kept because it was nice. This page, I was doing some Darkwood fan art because I loved the Wolfman. He was just cool looking. I started experimenting with like mixing like animal and human hands together. This one was supposed to be a teak character, but I didn't end up drawing him, I don't think. And then I was drawing a tattoo design for my boyfriend with this little mushroom dude. This page was a lot more tattoo designs. These three I didn't end up doing. And then there was some sketches to just warm up of some people I saw on Flickr. I tried to do a New School Panther, but it kind of fell flat and wasn't really what I was looking for. More hand studies, more Teague character designs. Keep trying to draw myself, but the older sketches don't really fit the style I want for that Sona, because he was very like slender, and I kind of want his face to be bulky. This page was more tattoo designs. This one I thought I was gonna do, but I just couldn't find a good spot for it. I might revisit it now that I have my shark tattoo on my leg. I might just put him near that. Have like a sea animal. I don't know what they call leg sleeves. Probably not that. I was drawing these mushroom people, and I've been meaning to come back to this one and turn it into a painting, but I keep forgetting about it until I go back through the sketchbook. So I drew my mushroom people. I had a little, I don't know if I drew this bird now that I'm looking at it. I think this was drawn by one of my friends at the time. Another little Sphinx cat, dragon. This photo's kind of faded now, but it was a picture of this place in China that I got tea sent from. Oh, I thought I skipped a page. Another tattoo design, some dinosaur heads, and I was using my friend's markers, but I had no idea how to blend them. It only really worked for this one. This one, it got kind of just blocked in there. Oh, this is where I started. There was this extracurricular project I had in my class where if you did a 100-day art challenge, you'd get like a bunch of extra credit for each day you did. So I decided to do 100 days of dinosaurs. So I just started sketching some out in my sketchbook. And then I think this was for TikTok, and these were just kind of there. And the reason it skips days is because I was trying to alternate between digital and traditional. I was trying to do more tattoo designs with this page, but I think this is the only one that I'd actually turn into a tattoo. The spider and the snake are just kind of wonky. And I left a lot of space on this page, just blank. This tattoo I did end up doing. I don't have a picture of it saved, I don't think. This one I'm planning to do, I wanted it on my hand at first, like on the inside, but then I realized that it would probably fade and the healing process would suck. So I thought it'd look good on my neck, around my cheek, but there's no way I'm gonna do that anytime soon, especially since I can't do it myself. I think that's about it for this page. The rest are just kind of little doodles of random things. I really like the chameleon. I'm not really a huge fan of this page. It kind of fell flat. I was trying different expressions and they're all just kind of weird, especially compared to my art now. Because at this point, this was 3 years ago, if I had to guess. Maybe 2. This page, I don't know why, but I started doodling Pokemon when I was art blocked, and it actually seemed to help a lot. I started with the Golbat, and then I was like, I need something simpler, so I did a little Togepi, and I think it's the cutest sketch ever. I was gonna turn this into a button. I was gonna have like a set of animals from just like certain regions. I was gonna do like 5 of like different keychains and buttons for each of them, but then I didn't end up doing it. That's the sketch for the tattoo on my leg. And I was trying to do some sketches for my boyfriend's D&D campaign. It was about superheroes, so I needed like outfits that corresponded with their powers, and I tried to draw a weird weapon, but I didn't finish a lot of the art for the campaign. I have to go get my cat again. I'm just gonna hold her for the video. Wanna be in a video? I love it. You want to help? She usually hates being held. No, my coffee. I think I was done with this page. I don't really remember where I left off. I do really like this page because of the way the sketches aren't really spaced out. There's a few more Pokemon in there. This dragon that everyone really loves. This tattoo that I did. In this one I was trying to sketch like more tattoos, but I don't like how this one turned out. I think the Cheeto is also supposed to be a tattoo, one of those like simple line ones, but it just didn't fit the style I was going for. Another tattoo that is just, I don't like the idea at all, but I did it anyways. Some more D&D characters. That little leopard from Beastars. It wasn't supposed to be that at first, but I was like, he kind of looks like him. And then just some more little doodles. I remember I made this page at a bar. I was there with my boyfriend's family before his parents left for Boston. And I drew this and just kept filling the page because I was there for a really long time. I was trying to do a tattoo because my great grandma passed, but I just could never find a design that I liked enough that I could put on me or anyone else who was asking for it. I'll definitely revisit it, but I want it to be something good. I don't remember like drawing any of this page. I remember I really liked the beetle. He's just a weird creature, and then the rest I think were just doodles except this. I think I was trying to draw another tattoo for my grandma. Oh, this page is gonna be really hard to record. I drew this little pastel iguana because I was trying to use all my art supplies, because I've been using nothing but like pens, graphite, and watercolor in the sketchbook. I just saw this up in the corner. This was my boyfriend's idea for a strain, and I think it's hilarious, but absolutely terrible. This was a button that I ended up drawing, but when I printed them, they printed too dark, so I didn't end up selling a lot of them. Oop. Ah, I thought I skipped a page again. I started doing Inktober, and I don't remember if this is the sketchbook where I got through it all or if I stopped. I was doing some designs for my boyfriend again, and I just keep attempting humans, but they end up really wonky. I think this is the best one so far, but still not quite there. Oh, this Inktober page, I drew them too close to each other, but I didn't want to like restart entirely, so I got one up here with the dragon from Spirited Away. I don't remember how I was supposed to lift this. And then the snake in a knot. And I actually did this tattoo on my arm, but I did it in red before I did a color test, so it just ended up completely disappearing. I did this elk, and then it got cut off a little short because I drew it to the edge of the page, but I wanted his full antlers to be in it because I just thought it would look better. I also tried to do some OC sketches, but they didn't turn out too good. Some more Inktober, some more design. This one I actually was going to sell to someone. They were at a flea market and they had like, I don't really know what to call it. It was like a very witchy store. He sold crystals and incense and shit like that. And he thought my art would just pair well with it. But I never ended up making a design to send to him. I remember I was gonna turn this into an adopt, and I might revisit it and try again, because I've been thinking about doing adopts. Some more Inktober. I was trying to do some anatomy sketches. These two fell kind of flat, but this one is my favorite. I love it so much. I was trying to make VideoTubers for some people on Discord, and I never ended up finishing them because we kind of fell out. That's usually how it goes with Discord. I drew, this was going to be a tattoo, but I don't like how close together they are, but I didn't want to resketch it, so I just left it there. And my pet at the time as an Animal Crossing character. There's so much eraser shavings in all the creases of this. This page was a lot of just faces. I was trying to draw different expressions, but also make their faces, I don't really know how to describe it. I didn't like how far back and like weirdly angled their eyes were, so I started drawing them like this. And this is definitely my preferred style now. This I drew for Christmas, I want to say 2 years ago, maybe just one. So we're starting to get closer to more recent art. Some more sketches of my OC. I was gonna make that a tattoo. Finally a good sketch of my Sona that I don't use too often. And I was going to make a Protogen OC, but I just didn't feel attached enough to them to continue it. I drew this as a tattoo, but then I ended up putting it on a lighter because I found out you can tattoo lighters, and I had like a few expired needles and just shit I wasn't gonna use. This page, I do plan to revisit this and put it somewhere on me because I love this sketch. Not the money in the eyes though, I'll definitely change that. In this page, I was trying to break like same face syndrome, so I was drawing a bunch of my OCs and making sure they don't look the same. That's definitely not gonna be his colors when I finish him. This character is actually going through like a complete rewrite. Because at first I just kind of had him there, but now I'm trying to incorporate him in a story with this character and the Thylac that I keep drawing.